Hello, this is Jordan Nickerson. This is my final project video. Um, as with last time, or most of this page you saw last time, just the functions that allow it to create all of the tables. Uh, Here we have the tag, favorites, friends, all those tables. Um, so I added some new lists to facilitate some of the refactoring that I did. Um, so from last time, I've improved all of the insert functions and whatnot to use either, or yeah, to use usernames or a joke table in order to be added. Um, so here I've added the ability to list jokes by user, also to do so by tag. Since I didn't get to that last time, I did eventually figure it out. Um, then the same with reviews, since I somehow forgot that last time, but it's included this time. Yeah, but here we come to uh, the new stuff. So these are my MySQL functions that allow are queries that allow the tables to be populated for the um, part three of the project assignments. I named each of the functions as just a list with the function name being the number that it is. Uh, yeah, and then from there we'll pop over to the control servlet. Oh, something I forgot to include before was I figured the triggers out from last time as well. Um, and the mistake I had with these was actually pretty dumb too. And it's actually what helped me fix the problem I had with the other thing was just realizing that I had made a small mistake. I had flipped this around so it would only it was triggering instead when you had a low count rather than a high count. But yeah, so that's included now in the database initiation thing. Um, I'm not going to test that today for the sake of being able to more easily test everything else, but I showed it off last time, so it should be good. So as with before, jokesite.jsp is kind of our starting portal. So from here you can initialize as with part one. I added the ability to uh, so I added it will now throw an error if you try and uh, or if you sign up with a bad password. Um, yeah, but we saw sign up last time, so I'm not gonna do that one either. So this is an account that I've already pre-filled with items to show off. Oops. This is an account that I already pre-filled with uh, jokes and things in order to show that the triggers are working. So you see, oh, okay. And as you see, it throws an error. Too many jokes. Try later. Uh, oh, and then some of my refactoring that I did. Now in the See Jokes, you can add favorites or review. You can also list jokes by tag. You can also list jokes by tag and by user. So the account for this one is just Jordan, and it will list all of the jokes that I entered for Jordan. You can list things by tag. Oh, that's not the tag that I'm using. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, and then of course the favorite and review buttons still show up. And then that's basically the same for the user table. Um, oh, and then I also added a user page. So if you click on this, it will list out the person's jokes and their reviews. Um, and then if you want to delete people, you can do it from the actual lists. The user page button is also here, but there's also a delete friend button. Yeah, and it's the same with favorites. Oh, I didn't set any favorites for this account, but yeah. Uh, so next we'll move on to the part 3 stuff. Okay, so here's the part 3 stuff. So this first one, you pick two names, and it will give you the mutual friends between these two. So both of them have the username dog10, and then from there you can add them to your friends. You can look at them. All right, sorry about that. So I went real quick and checked what my test values were. I guess I could have made them something easy like test, but it's just not something I do apparently. Um, yeah, so entering these will show the other people that have both of those tags used within or on the same day. Or yeah, the same day. Okay. Had a tiny error with some spacing. Yeah. So with this, it will show all of the jokes that have either of the two scores that you mentioned or that were in the project. I can show that to you really quick. So yeah, here it shows any of them where uh, or any of them with the selected username where the score is either excellent or good. And it does that with just two, or with sort of two qualifying uh, where in queries. Yeah, so back to this. And real quick, I can just show off the other ones. Um, so the other ones we did were the mutual friends list. That's question 6. So question 6 uses a few where user or where in statements as well. Then I believe most active user, which is 3. Just uses the set date that you gave, creates a table that I call tab, and selects a max number from within, sets that as the correct one. And so the person with the most votes, or most jokes since that day, or since that date, will show up on that list. Um, so users that lack excellence follows the criteria that you gave for excellence. So it searches for joke IDs with the user being, or yeah, with the, oh, sorry, I confused myself. It's supposed to be, it shows people who aren't within that list. So the people that do not have excellence are the ones that show up in that list. That's what threw me off. For some reason, I had it the other way around. Um, so then we have generous reviewers. These are the ones that have never given a poor review. This includes people that have no reviews since it didn't specify in the paper, but if you'd like, I can add that in for the, I guess, oh, the demo. Um, then the hardcore reviewers are the people that have only given poor reviews. Um, yeah, so it uses two where user ID statements. One checks if there is a score that is poor. The next checks to see if there are scores that aren't poor, and it excludes any of those that exist. And then it produces the users, and so you get the list that we have here. Then finally, the best jokers. Uh, yeah, this is the one where the user ID or the user has jokes posted. So it checks to make sure that the author ID, which is the user ID, is in jokes, and then it excludes any author IDs where the joke ID is poor, or that has a poor joke ID. Um, yeah, and then we get down to my joke, my joke and review triggers. Yeah, so that's everything. Thank you. So really quick, I realized when I was about to submit that I hadn't added a video clip of tags, which I thought was a little important since I didn't have them in last time. So you see here, you can enter a tag, and then every time you hit tag, it will uh, just empty the box, and it will continue to insert every tag as you go here. Then once you've had enough, you just hit done. It takes you to the joke list, and you can see at the bottom is our joke. But yeah, that's all I wanted to fix really quick. Thank you.